I'm giving myself 365 days to build a brand new business to $1 million from scratch. I gotta start from completely scratch. I'm gonna document, well, at least try to document the whole thing along the way. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get straight into it. First step is creating a name for the business, getting it online, getting it ready, get leads, and that way tomorrow I'm actually spending the whole day cold calling, getting leads, getting sales for my real day one. I'm gonna call today day 0, just the foundation, getting everything set up, getting everything ready to go. I'm gonna show you guys how quick I would do something like this. I'm not gonna waste time. A lot of people would waste months, if not years of time, doing something just like this. I'm gonna do it in just like an hour or two and get everything done from start to finish. I'll try to give as many resources and links along the way as well, so you guys can use all that to your advantage as well if you want to follow along this process and try to make your way from 0 to $1 million in just this 1 year. First up is our identity. What's the name of the company? What's it gonna be? What's the URL gonna be? It's gotta match that. It's gotta match social media. We gotta make a Facebook page, social media accounts, everything's gonna be unison. I'm really not gonna spend a lot of time on this. I'm just gonna find something that comes to me naturally after talking back and forth with ChatGPT a little bit. And then once I land on something, I'm gonna show you exactly that. So after asking chat, I was like, hey, help me think of new names for my brand new company. We are white labeling GoHighLevel for small businesses, in case you don't know what GHL stands for. If you don't know what GoHighLevel is, it's basically going to be the backbone of this entire business. I'm going to use it to pretty much run everything. And if you want to use it for yourself as well, I will have an affiliate link down below that you can use. You can help support me, and you can follow along with the series and make money for yourself as well. Hopefully we can make $1 million together. But going back to this real quick, let me show you exactly what I got going on here. It gave me some pretty basic names, to be honest. I didn't like any of these. I pretty much read almost every single one and I did not like it at all. Gave me its top picks and everything. It was like something more unique, preferably not taken, right? So it's like available. So I did some more brainstorming on its own. It gave me some like good things. I was like, okay, I like this vertical thing. So, and then I tried to look up vertical action, but the domain was open. It cost $5,000. So just to show you guys where I buy my domains, I actually buy them in Namecheap. As it says in the name, they are pretty cheap, they're affordable, and they come baked in with privacy already in your domains as well. So let me just come over here. So if I came over here and copy this, and put this in there, you can see it is available, but it is what they call a premium domain. Now all domains are premium domains, there are, but you can see this is actually a good name. Vertical Action would be a really good name for any company. Honestly, if I had $5,000 to put down on this, maybe, but fortunately I'm not gonna do that. That's just not gonna happen. So then I started like brainstorming other things. So vertical growth action, it's mid, but it's available. What did I end up taking anyways? Vertical growth system. It ended up being free. It's $12 for the domain for the year. So I have the whole year with the privacy as well. So once I figured out what it was, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use that. Help me come up with, like a branding kit basically. We're gonna go ahead and stick with it. We use for the website and media. This is the first design it gave me. I wasn't really feeling it. I told it to give me some more. I think this is the one that I actually ended up with, possibly. I don't even remember, honestly. It doesn't really matter. This is version 1. A lot of people spend too much time thinking that version 1 is going to be the last version. It's got to be perfect before anyone sees it. My last company, I also sold GoHighLevel. I had like a handful of clients before I even had my own logo, before I even had my own website. I was selling websites to other people without my own website. It's literally not necessary. Don't overthink it. We're going to go through this as fast as possible and as efficient as possible so we can actually make money, right? So now that we got this, it's a branding kit. I went ahead and saved that. I got the name, went to Namecheap. I bought the domain. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set up GoHighLevel to pretty much run everything. And if you don't know what GoHighLevel is, it's also referred to as GHL or just high level. It's basically like an all-in-one platform for you to run your business. So I've been doing this for a long time. So let me give you an example, like maybe 10 years ago or something, before this was around, I would make a website for someone, but they would also need somewhere to sell their products, right? So I might have like a beautiful website that I've made using WordPress, but it's also connected to their Stripe so they can sell things, which is also connected to their Shopify, which is holding the product inventory account, which is also connected to MailChimp, which is their email marketing, which is also connected to Integromat, which is now make.com, so they can get different notifications and they can qualify leads and hold them in spreadsheets, and they can actually manage leads and know their names, phone numbers, and in a very clean order, right? So they would have like HubSpot for the CRM. Basically, what I'm saying is that you would use a whole bunch of different things in order to accomplish one task, which is have a working ecosystem. What GoHighLevel did was break the market by putting everything in one, right? So when they first came out a while ago now, everyone's kind of, the early adopters, we knew what was going to happen. We can see the power of what was coming, even in the early stages. A lot of people were just sleeping on it, saying it's not good. Nowadays, I don't know anything. I would hands down not touch anything else. This is going to be the first system I use for any business. I don't even care what it is. If I'm using something else, if I'm starting a pressure washing business, I'm signing up for GoHighLevel. If I'm starting an accounting business, I'm signing up for GoHighLevel. If I'm selling websites and AI to other businesses, I'm signing up for GoHighLevel. I really doesn't care. I could be selling slippers. I'm signing up for GoHighLevel, right? So it's an AI-powered system that helps run your business. That's what they're marketing as. But really, it's just everything and everything you need all in one place. So I know they have like a featured thing. They always have it. Okay, here it is. They always have this. CRM and pipeline, sales funnels, website builder, survey and forms, email marketing, two-way SMS marketing, so they can text message, booking and appointments, automations, courses and products, reputation management, as in like 5-star reviews, call tracking, so custom business phone number, community, you can make your own school type of community in here, DocuSign, completely irrelevant now, and you can even get a custom-made app for your business as well. So say back in the day, you actually had to use all these different processes and things and hook them all together so they can use, right? You could be spending $1,000 plus a month, right? Or you can sign up for GoHighLevel and have their base pay of $97 a month, right? So they also give you a 14-day free trial. I do have an affiliate link. I'll leave it down below. So what I'm going to do is kind of a little workaround too. Normally when you sign up for GoHighLevel, it comes blank. You have to do ATP verification in your account and everything as well, which really sucks. But what we're going to do is we're going to completely bypass that. So I'm going to get my free trial. I'm going to make my account. I'm going to use my other company. And if you guys wanted to do a little hack like this, like I'll charge you guys like $100 one-time fee to do an account transfer. And then you guys will have your own setup account with the snapshots included, automations included. Honestly, I'll probably even do it less. If you sign up for the GoHighLevel with my affiliate link, I probably won't even charge you anything. That means I'm making money off you anyways, to be honest. So yeah, you can sign up for GoHighLevel with a 14-day free trial. There will be a link down below. It will be an affiliate link, just so you know. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it will help support me and help me through the series to probably upgrade equipment, make this series even better for you guys, right? So what the pricing is $97 a month. If you're just starting, do the $97 a month. You'll get up to 3 accounts, meaning one for your agency to run off of, and you'll have 2 other accounts to sell to people to make money. Then once you have a little bit of revenue, all you have to do is upgrade from the 97 to the 297 at any point in time, and you go from 3 accounts to unlimited accounts, which means you can keep selling and selling and selling. So what we're going to do is $150 a month is what I'm going to be reselling for, right? So even just 2 people paying me $150 a month, that means that my expenses for the 3 inches covered, which all the other accounts I sell, which could be unlimited amount, is now profit or covering more expenses of the business or whatever, right? But as you can see, it starts to stack up very quick, especially if you're charging higher prices. There's people who charge $297 a month. There's people who charge $500. People charge $1,500. It really depends on the extent of level of service that you're going to be providing. The level of service I'm going to be providing is going to be a little lower, but I also want it at a price point where it feels like they're getting 10 times the value and it makes stupid sense for them, right? So that's also my thought process there. If everyone else is selling $297 a month, what are they doing? And I can do even more of, or better of, or add on top of, and then charge less. And then why wouldn't they choose me, right? So that's what I'm going for. You guys follow along, choose your own. You do what you do, but I learned from Alex Mosey in his books. I'm gonna get 10 times value, so it feels like a no-brainer offer, right? Okay, so I'm inside a GoHighLevel account now. I just set this up for my business. So, like I said, be one of the first 5 people to sign on, and you'll get an A2P verified account from me, ready to go to start reaching out to people. This is being paid. There we go. Cool. So normally when you first sign in, you get pushed onto the dashboard. Just go to the Launchpad part real quick, and and download the mobile app if you have not already. It's called Lead Connector. If you have a business already and you have a Google business, go ahead and set that up. Connect it here. We don't even have that yet. We're not even going to be worried about that yet. That's going to come a little bit later. That probably will come after our first client, technically. So if you have Facebook already set up, we haven't set up any social media. We've only bought the domain so far, but we are going to set up social media. Stripe, we do need a payment processor. We're actually going to be using Square. It was just, last time I used it was super easy to set up. It was like within seconds. So if it's as fast as it was last time, that's what I'm going to be using, Stripe or Square. My other company uses Stripe, and I just want to use Square for this one, so I know it's completely separate and different. I don't want to start getting mixed up. So that's another reason why I'm doing it. Normally I would say, yeah, go ahead, connect Stripe, use Stripe, it's free to set up. I think when I set it up, I didn't even have an LLC yet either. So you can actually start going ahead and making sales. Just mark yourself as a sole proprietor or something. You don't even set anything up yet. So those are the first things. Set up your Stripe, download the mobile app so you can manage this all on the go as well. Now we're gonna go and we're going to set up a phone number. So like I said, this is A2B verified already in this account. So I'm going to go into phone numbers, and then I'm going to add a local phone number in here. So I've actually already done a local phone number in here, so there's one right there. If you don't have one, what you're going to do is when you hit this blue button right here, this says add phone number. Now you can buy a US phone number from anywhere. So say I'm in Escondido, California right now. So if I wanted to reach out to someone in a different state like Phoenix, Arizona, I can reach out to 602 is their area code. I put in the first part, hit apply, and then boom, you can see like boom, Phoenix. Now I can buy a local phone number for just over $1, right? For $1 a month, I can have this local phone number, and it's like pennies per calling and text. It's really, I think I spend less on this than like an actual phone call. So that's set up. Email I'll set up later, it doesn't matter. I just need a legit phone number, and now I need an actual website up as well. I'm not going to use any of the GoHighLevel sites. I don't like them. I think they're super basic. A lot of people try to hype them up like you could just use them and sell them. They're trash. They're not going to do well for you. A lot of the people who hype that up on the internet are actually people who are using snapshots with actually good websites in them, not the template ones in here. And if you are, you can do better. Don't do that. So I use Lovable, and I don't just tell it to make me a website. You got to go more in depth. You want to create a site structure. You want to create a prompt that you can reuse over and over again for Lovable. So that's what we're going to start off first. We're going to have ChatGPT help us make a prompt for that. So come on, chat, load up here. We're going to talk to you. I'm going to be using Lovable to build websites for clients, but I need to build a base system prompt for building these websites. It needs to make sure that every website is structured correctly with the home page, service page, and then service page to individual service pages, following the correct URL structures every single time, following all the SEO best practices every single time, and implementing schemas, FAQs, and all the 9 yards that would be needed to implement Google ranking for local businesses. So I just need a system prompt that I can use, copy and paste it for every single time, and then once I paste that, all I have to do is drop in just a few basic details of a business as well, and then it starts doing its thing. So basically what a system prompt is, so it's like a very advanced prompt, right? So what we do is we prompt it as humans, right? So a system prompt is like what it tells itself to prompt, and you can tell it gets very specific on the way it does things, and it's just going to make our lives so much easier going forward. There's no more second guessing going forward with clients. We know what's working, and if something doesn't work, we adjust the system prompt so that going forward it's very systematic and it's always going to give us a very clear outcome. As you can see, it's very, very robust. Like, it's crazy. All right, this is all the system prompt. You're expert website strategist, Do not build generic. Do not skip SEO. Do not use fake, vague, filler content. It's so in depth. One thing I would not Lovable freestyle and service hierarchy. Use AI builders. YouTube make it mess. See, yeah. So like other people will be like, oh, add these services, add this services, add this services. And then what they do is it's going to be like yourdomain.com slash, you know, if you're a remodeler for like kitchen remodeling, right? You might go straight to kitchen dash remodeling. That is not the way to be doing this, right? You should have a services page that actually goes through most of your services, specifically your main services. So if you're mainly a kitchen remodeler, you should have yourdomain.com/services, which goes through your main services. And if you're a kitchen remodeler, it's mainly just going through kitchen remodeling, kitchen demolition, kitchen refinishing, like basically just saying all the different things that mean kitchen remodeling. And then within there, you would have kitchen remodeling and like other minor things that you do in there, like backsplash, right? Like this would be the correct hierarchy structure to use, that Google actually looks for these things and makes sense of your website using this structure, right? Instead of just like, hey, I do backsplashes too, add that to my website, and you have your domain straight into backsplash, which doesn't make any sense, to be honest, when you're reading it from a higher perspective, like Google is. So that's why it's telling it to do certain things. So we have this very robust system prompt. What I'll do is drop this in a Google Doc, and I'll drop the link below, and you guys can actually just copy this and have access to it from that Google Doc. So I think that would probably be the best way to do it. So I'll go ahead and do that for you. So the next part would be actually building a website for us, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and remix an old website that I have. So when you're building inside Lovable, what you can do is when you're making a website, it calls it a project. And what you can do is you can go into the settings of that project and do what's called a remix, which just basically means, hey, I made this website, I like how it is already. Literally just copy the website for me, make a copy of it, and then you can go into the copy and then re-customize it for other things. So for me, for example, when I'm working with kitchen and bathroom modelers in my other company, I have about 3 different like really nice custom websites that we've actually custom built out ourselves using Lovable. And what we do is we randomly pick one of those 3 every time someone signs on, and then we mock up a design, we make a copy of it, we make it custom to them, we send it to them, and then we ask, hey, do you like this design, or would you like to go a different direction, right? If they really like it, we stick with it. They're like, oh, if we show them like a light theme website, and they're like, oh, I was hoping for more of one of your dark theme style sites, no problem, we'll go ahead and grab one of our dark theme styles, remix the project, make it custom to them, send it out to them. If they like that direction, then we continue moving forward, right? But this just makes it so much easier going forward. We don't want to keep repeating the same processes if we can save ourselves time. So what I've gone through is I've gone through my actual main agency. I made my website through there, through Lovable. What I've gone through, like I said, I've remixed a project, and now I've made it custom for my company with my branding and colors now. So, you know, websites, AI automations, and full client systems for local businesses. What agencies used to charge $5,000 plus for, we deliver for now $150 a month, because AI changed how fast we work, and we passed that savings to you. Right? 100% true. I've been in this game since 2009. I have charged crazy amounts for websites, you know, but they used to take me like sometimes a month to complete rather than 24 hours now. Right? So you can see this website's already completely done. I have mock-ups to other things I've done before as well. Talks about what we do, our prices, and all of this is already working, ready to go. Got that about, contact us, and everything. So what I do now is this remix is pretty much ready. I go into the settings. I'm going to make this category of website. I hide the Lovable badge so it doesn't look like a Lovable website. And what I'm going to do for this project is also make it a public remix, so you guys can come into this project and you guys can also remix this. So you're not starting from scratch, just remix the project, tell it, hey, you know, make it fully custom to my business, all the SEO, logo, colors, and everything. And that way you're not starting from scratch. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we also go ahead and hit domain. And now we can connect it to a domain. So in here you can actually buy a domain. And to be honest, I think they were having a deal. Honestly, it's going to cost you about the same amount of money anyways, like $11, $12 a year. I just do it the way that I'm comfortable with because I've done it that way. So I go ahead and hit connect. I'm going to go over to my Namecheap, sign into where I bought my domain. actually going to go ahead and sign in, and then go over to my domain settings. Alright, once I'm inside of my domain, I go to Advanced DNS, and this is where I go ahead and edit records. You know, if you've never done this before, this is going to sound like goobly glop or whatever. It's not going to make any sense, but just trust the process, follow along, do what it tells you, and you're good to go. There's also a million videos online that'll tell you exactly how to do this as well. Probably more depth than I do. So all I'm going to do is going to copy this right here and make sure I don't do any spelling mistakes. I'm going to go ahead and paste it exactly in here. Hit continue. And configure this. I'm also going to do the www. So root domain is what you're going to choose every time. Subdomain means something completely different. I can actually show you right here. So www is what we call a subdomain. As you can see right here, there is no like www dot before it. This is exactly what a root domain is talking about. Like this is the actual root. A subdomain is just like I can do test.verticalgrowthsystem.com. You know, anything I want .verticalgrowthsystem.com. Like all those are what we call those subdomains. So that's usually used for email marketing and things like that. People will buy a domain and they'll make extra subdomains under that domain, which allows more email boxes. It's a whole advanced marketing tactic, but it's basically, if you ever got a marketing email, it's probably from some type of system like that. So we're gonna go to vertical, complete this setup. It's gonna go continue. It's automatically gonna analyze the site, see that, hey, it came from Namecheap. It really knows every time. If I have clients who come from like GoDaddy, Square, or something, like it literally knows every time. It does. It knows providers. You can go in and actually sign in right here to your Namecheap account, and apparently it can do everything for you. I've always done manual setup. It's just what I'm comfortable with. I just know how to do it, right? If you're not comfortable doing this, go ahead, try to do the login first. If it works, amazing, right? That's exactly the whole point of that. If it doesn't work, you're gonna have to come over here and do this anyways. I'm just gonna show you this part because that's just how I've always done it. So what I do is say, this is a record, I copy this, and I copy this. Then I come over here, and be like, hey, I'm adding a record. It's gonna be an A record. It's gonna be at this, and then whatever the other one said, and then I'll hit the check mark, and then it's saved, right? And then the same thing for the other one. Once you've done both of them, you know you're good to go. There's really not much more to it. Once you've copied everything and pasted it over and hit save, you're pretty much good to hit I've added. It's not going to connect right away. It is going to take some time. Sometimes it takes seconds. Sometimes it takes like 30 minutes. Sometimes it can take a day. Most of the time, it's usually within a few minutes and everything's all good to go. As you can see right here, changes may take up to 48 hours to reflect. I've never seen anything take more than 24 hours, though, to be honest. Once you do that, you're going to get this all set, done, everything right here. But you're not actually all done. What you've only done is set up this specific one. You also need to set up the www as well. So someone can go ahead and type in verticalgrowthsystem.com and they can go to my website, but if they type in www.verticalgrowthsystem.com, it's technically different, right? That's a whole different thing. It wouldn't actually go to my site. So I got this one set up. You're not done there. You got to do this second one as well. It's exactly the same process we just did though. So it's going to go ahead and scan it. It's going to say getting ready. You can go ahead and sign in, let it do it yourself, or you can go to manual and you can go ahead and copy these records over and then hit done and onward. All right, now I've done both of those. If you feel like you waited a while and you think it's good to go, you can hit this button that says check status. You can see this one says setting up. I think it's actually seeing that it's connect on there. This one doesn't say anything yet. You know, it's going to take some time. Like I said, it's not going to be right away. It can take up to 48 hours. I would just recommend getting this started, going off, doing something else for a while, come back and check it in like an hour. It's probably good to go. Honestly, while that's going and I have the DNS records up already, I might as well do the final touches within the CRM that I need to do as well. So let me show you exactly what those are. We're going to go into settings, inside of the business profile, and we're going to connect the domain to CRM, right where it says branded domain. So when it clicks branded domain, what we're going to type in is link dot and then whatever your domain is. So vertical growth system. You're going to type in link dot and then whatever your domain is, so verticalgrowthsystem.com. We're going to hit add domain. Again, I'm going to hit add record manually. And you can see this time it's going to be a C record. It's going to say link and then this. So what does this do? Basically, like if I send a calendar link or a payment link out to someone now, it's going to actually look like it's coming directly from my business, making it super branded. So if I send someone a booking calendar to book with me at Vertical Growth Systems, it says link.verticalgrowthsystems.calendar/booking or whatever, right? So it's super custom to your company, just helps you look a little bit more professional. So we're going to copy these and go into the DNS and add those as well. And just like the other one, this could take a while for it to sync up once we get all this added in. As you can see, I tried to verify it and it says there's a problem. There's not a problem, it just hasn't recognized it yet, so just give it a few seconds, hit verify again, it'll probably go through. Awesome, now that that has worked in there, what we're going to do now is set up our email as well. We don't want a Gmail, all right? You want to look professional in your business. You want to set up a professional, dedicated email domain. So what's our email? No, that's not it. That's what our domain is. Copy our domain. Paste it in here. Add and verify. If it gives you an error that you have a domain email server and it doesn't let you go through this screen, what you're going to need to do is go to your DNS, scroll down to where you see emails, and then you would hit no email service, hit save. That way the system doesn't register that you still have an email and you're able to get through that process. In this case, I'm able to just go to custom, and I'm going to have to start copying all of these records over for it to work. So once you hit verify on that box, it's going to take you to this next screen, and it's going to have one that wasn't on there every single time. I don't know why it's not on there, but the one on the bottom with the D mark, go ahead and add that on there as well. For some reason, it doesn't tell you to do that originally. So I'm checking over here in Lovable real quick. As you can see, this is now green and good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this check. And yep, now it's gonna be setting this up as well. So when I come back after checking the email, they should all be working out perfectly real quick. So let me go over and hit verify on the email. Move myself over here real quick, hit verify on this, and this should be good to go. If it says this, you're just going to keep going back and forth with verify until you finally get everything. Oh look, all green, see? We're going to go, now we're going to hit this again. Now it should be, boom, SSL issued as well. Everyone's, what about my SSL, this and that? Dude, that shit's so like standard nowadays. Like, dude, if they try to sound smart like that, they're probably going to be a pain. What we gotta do is set the headers of your email now as well. Who's gonna be from? It's gonna be from VGS, and the email is gonna be support at vertical. Boom. And now they can see it's from VGS and it's support from VGS.com basically. So awesome. We have an email, we have a business phone number, we have the website. Let's see. Let me refresh this. Maybe it's going to be all dandy. So all that's gonna be going. Perfect. Well, I'm sure pretty soon it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be fine. And that's everything that I pretty much. Oh, boom! There it is, right there. Awesome. So we got that, and everything's ready to go. All right. One last thing I want to do real quick too is build a custom dashboard in a way to track the one metric that matters, and that's getting clients. So I'm gonna call it our $1 million tracker. I technically already made one. I didn't show the process though, so I actually wanted to show it from scratch. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new chat and tell exactly what I want. And I'm also gonna drop some branding in there. So vertical growth system branding from the other chat that I had from the beginning. Boom, there it is right there. I want you to make me an HTML document of a website that is just a super clean, minimalistic dashboard of me being able to track how many clients I have, kind of like a tally mark style. The goal is to make $1 million business, and what I'm going to do is sell subscriptions at $150 a month until I reach 556 sales, which means I have $1 million a year business. So I need something that can help me track, and add a client, remove a client, and really track my progress. And that's my really main North Star metric for this. One thing that we do need to add on here is if you're going to be running this as an HTML document on your computer, you need to add a local storage feature to it. So that way every time you open it, it's not refreshed and blank every time. It actually keeps track every time you open it. You don't have to be worried about opening and closing it. So let me tell it that real quick as well. Also add local storage to this as well, so I'm not worried about it being blank every time I open and close it and starting fresh every time. I shouldn't have to worry about closing it, losing my track progress, and then reopening it later to nothing. So add the local storage feature so it has that. Now we're going to go ahead and hit send, and we'll just wait to see what it gives back to us. It's already going. So I went ahead and downloaded the file just now. Oh, it's still downloading. It says done. Let's go ahead and open it, and wow, look at that. Vertical growth system, knows what today is, and now I can go ahead and use this. Let me go ahead and save it into my bookmarks so I can see that it actually works. And go ahead and hit a bunch right here. And you can see, boom. Look, I like this tally style one for some reason. Save it automatically in your browser with local storage. Close the reopen in your network. Stay put. Let's test it out. We actually need that to be working, and boom, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead and hit that, close that, open it up again, and boom, there it is, working off local storage. So now we don't have to worry about that being erased every time. We can actually track what's going on in the business. This is really the only metric that matters, and we need to make sure that we're pushing this as fast as we can every single day. That's why I wanted to get the foundation and everything out of place first. I don't want anything bogging my mind when it comes to doing things for my clients. I want everything handled off of my plate for myself so I can focus on performing for them and getting as many clients as I possibly can as fast as I can. Yeah, so if you guys want a copy of this tracker, honestly, just tell ChatGPT exactly what I did, give it your branding, download the HTML file, and boom, right? There's no point in using this one because it has my business on it. Literally just tell it exactly what I did, download the file, get this, and now we're off to the races. So today was day 0, the sprint to make $1 million from scratch. Tomorrow's gonna be the official day 1, where now that I have everything set up, I'm actually gonna be reaching out to leads and getting leads as fast as possible. One thing I didn't go over today was actually getting the leads. So I'm gonna go over getting the leads, cleaning the leads, and start reaching out to them, doing cold calls, outreach, and everything like that. Again, documenting it all along the way. I would love your support along the way. Give it a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you next time.